how to use our graphing calculator to calculate our sample statistics. The first thing that you want to do is go to the Stat button, and you're going to edit your data into a list. So if you press edit here, you'll see that I've already typed the data into my first list called L1. But let's say your calculator has information in here in a list that you don't want to use. You can move the arrow key up to the list title and press clear and enter, and it'll clear that whole column. So now let's go ahead and type in the data again. So I'll give you time to work along with me. 60, 62, 68, 70, 64, 72, and 61. Once you have your data typed in, you're going to go back to that Stat button. Now this time we're going to choose the second tab called Calc, and we're going to use one variable stat. So one variable meaning we have one variable here, the variable being the height, and then we want it to calculate all the statistics for this sample. So choose option 1. Type in the list where you saved your data. Typically your calculator will default to L1, but let's say for example you saved it into the list L2, then down here you can see that in blue I can press second and the number 2 and it'll change the list. So just make sure that you're bringing up whichever list it is that you type your data into. So I'm changing it back to L1, press calculate, and your calculator will perform all the calculations and give you lots of different sample statistics for your sample here. First thing I typically do is check to make sure that my sample size matches up, so I know that I typed in at least all the data values. I didn't leave anything out. There's an arrow key here. If you scroll down, it'll give you the median. So notice the median is 64, which is what we calculated by hand. And then let's go back up here to X bar, which is 65.29. So that's how you would use your calculator.